I'm Dan Crompton, leadership coach, and here are my 5 tips to hire the right person. Tip 1 is to put up barriers to entry. There's nothing worse than receiving a stack of resumes that you've then got to trawl through to try and assess everyone fairly against each other. So we actually put up a barrier to actually make it more difficult for people to apply for a job. It sounds counterintuitive, but we ask people to record a 1-minute video answering a very simple question. Some of my clients ask them to record or send in a 30-second voicemail, again answering a very simple question. And what happens there is that 90%, literally 90% of the potential applicants won't apply, and those 90% are the ones who are just scattergunning their CVs everywhere. And the ones that will actually jump through those hoops that you put in place, those are the ones who are more likely to take ownership and take responsibility and really want to work for your company. Tip 2 is to assess more for attitude than for skill. Most hiring managers will judge a hiring decision based on the CV, based on the experience, based on the skills that someone has, but skills can be taught, whereas attitude cannot. You should spend more energy and more rigor on the attitude you need in that role and assess for it at interview stage. Skills are also important, but make sure you're putting more energy into assessing you get the right person on board. Tip 3 is just to be upfront about a salary range. You don't have to give an exact number there, but just to give it a guideline for the salary range. What you can also do in the job ad or in the interviews themselves is to explain why someone might be at the top end of a range or a lower end of a range, but there's nothing more disheartening, there's nothing more that wastes your time and candidates' time than them getting through your recruitment system only to find out that the salary was completely wrong in the first place. Just be upfront about it. Tip number 4 is to follow up if you need to. So you're going to have your recruitment process, your set of tests or interviews, but don't worry about wanting to follow up with someone, kind of going outside of your arranged process. If you've got down to the final 2-3 candidates and there's just one niggly thing that's differentiating between 1 or 2 people, then it's fine just to ask them for another 20-minute call, 15-minute call, just to ask them specifically about one area that you're not sure of. The final tip 5, is to speak to referees. Most big corporates, when you want to check that someone's worked there, they'll just send you a templated, fairly useless document that just says that they'd worked from this date to that date. That doesn't tell you anything about what that person is going to be like to work with. But think outside of the box for these referees, because it doesn't have to be a previous employer. It could be a previous client with approval from the candidate. It could be someone that candidate has managed before. It could be someone on a previous team that they've worked with. So think a little bit outside of the box for those referees and make sure you pick up the phone and just speak to them. You want to really get a sense for what this person is like in the business. That's the whole point of a hiring process. If you want to hear more tips about team performance and leadership, please follow me on LinkedIn, where I'm always sharing loads of content.